this shot. Such a nice day out here. So I spontaneously decided to go see the new film Civil War. And I saw it in the Dolby Theater, yo. And all I can say is there were moments where I felt like I had been traumatized. Like, it's a very immersive experience. The way that they capture POV. So they actually put you in every single scene in the film. It's action-packed. It's very windy out here, by the way. But it's a lot going on in the film, yo. And I was wondering, because I didn't do much research before I went to go see the film. So I figured that it was just capturing historical moments, right? Events that already happened. But it seems like apparently it's a foreshadow of things that could happen, right? And it talks about it being Civil War II, right? So we know Civil War it already happened here in the U.S., but I thought it was very interesting, though, the way they did the sound design and how it threw me for a loop, because it's like there are moments of peace and quiet and anticipation, and then boom, out of nowhere, like a bomb explodes, right, or a missile is fired, gunshots are fired. It's just like, whoa. And the sound design, yo, is so intricate to the point where it makes you feel like it takes you like out of your seat in the filming, like immerses you in the actual scene. So I was like, oh my gosh, there were like many moments, countless moments throughout the film where I found myself like jumping. I was like, oh shit. I was scared. My heart was racing. I was like, oh my gosh. And it just made you think, like, imagine this could actually happen in real life. Of course, there are many talks about World War III happening, right? It's crazy. But it definitely made me think, like, how prepared are we for a war here on American soil? People keep talking about it happening. In a way, like what happened with COVID-19 and the shutdown, that felt like it was a PSYOP experience, like a government operation that was happening. And many people were kind of in a crisis and experiencing hysteria just with the unknown, right? Like not knowing what could happen, what's going to happen, not feeling like you're prepared for what's happening, not feeling like you will make it out, like you will survive. And I'm thinking, like, it's granted, the film, it kind of takes a perspective through the lens of the journalists who were capturing, photos of these events as they unfolded, the Civil War. And there was a part in the film, they were on their way to D.C., and I'm like, why the fuck? They don't have weapons. Like, they need to be armed, seriously, but we already know, of course, there's no level of artillery that compares or competes with military level, I'm just like, they need to be equipped. And then it made me wonder, like, how realistic is this that you have journalists that, because they can call themselves, like, war journalists, right? But how realistic is it that they're actually going to be on the scene as war is happening, right? As shots are being fired, missiles are being released, bombs are being let off. Like, how likely is that to happen that you're going to see journalists, like, getting front scenes action? They really didn't buy that part of the film. I wish that I had a forewarning, I guess, with a title such as Civil War. It's like one should expect that you're going to be jarred and kind of taken for a surprise, frightened. Oh my gosh, like, I was like, whoa, I felt like a moment, I felt like I got shot. I was like, am I alive? It's crazy though, the power of filmmaking. Even though, like, we know it's not real, right? But it feels so real, like, when you're in the moment, because it's what you see and it's what you hear, and it's just taking you out of your current reality, immersing you into like a different reality. I was just like, oh my God. Like, I love the way they did the sound design though, because like I said, it was moments, this is a contrast for me. It was moments where it was just complete silence and things were going okay. Right? Even though we knew like the greater context, there was a war happening, but things were going okay, and then out of nowhere, we just did not see it. We did not anticipate it. So I give them their kudos for their spontaneity of these surprises that we experience, as people who are watching the film. I was like, whoa, I'm here. I'm alive. I felt relief though. It's just like for a split second, you almost feel like it's you, that your life is just gone. It's out of nowhere. Just like, wait, because with the Dolby Theater, the surround sound, the sounds are like really crisp and high end, and it just makes you feel like you're there. Like the helicopters you hear, the bullets, the missiles, like all of that sounds so real, yo. Why is it so windy out? And then after that split second passes, it's just like, okay, this is just a movie. I'm still alive. Oh my God. It's windy. You guys can see where I'm at. These flowers is definitely springtime here in New York. Feels like it too. This video, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Let me know what y'all think if y'all have seen this film. I definitely would rate it high. Like I probably would give it 4.5 stars. I have to say, yeah. I just wasn't prepared. It's like, this is a lot of war, and it's a lot of blood. I'm not really one that fancies those videos chopping up. I'm not really one that fancies those types of films. But I was able to sit through. I was able to stay with it. I was just like, oh my gosh, how brutal it was. Like, whoever wrote that, I'm like, how heartless. I guess that's just the nature of war. It's really about the end goal, the objective, right? If by any means necessary, it doesn't matter. Innocent lives are being killed. They're just like walking over and stepping over dead bodies. This is too much for me. It's too much. Let me go. I gotta figure out what's going on with my connection. I did update the app, Facebook, but of late it's been saying I have a slow connection when I've been going live. I don't know what's happening. I need a new phone. But I really do not want to get a new phone. Let me know what you